This is Neil from BuildYourOwnWebsiteTips.com, and today we're going to add some content to our site. We had just updated our theme, and so far we just have the sample pages and test pages that we added. So let's first start by getting rid of those. I'm going to go to my dashboard, go down to Posts, I'm going to check both of these, and under bulk actions I'm going to say move to trash and apply. And I had a sample page, so I'll go to pages, and under sample page I'll just hit trash here. So you can see there's multiple ways to edit these pages, or trash them in this case. Now you're probably wondering what the difference is between pages and posts. Basically, a post is what you normally see in a blog. It's usually specific to the time that it's posted and can sometimes be short-lived. Often blogs, say a personal blog, would have, this is today's post, that was yesterday's post, and then they're listed in order from newest down to oldest, and you can flip through them and read back into history if you want. Then pages are more of a static article that will live throughout the lifetime of your site. Not that posts ever go away, but they tend to get pushed further and further into history, while pages would always be accessible, usually from the menu. So for instance, you could have an About page, or a Tools page, or a Getting Started page, and those would always show up in your menu. You click on them, you can always get to the same content. That's not to say you can't update it from time to time, but it stays relatively the same as far as the general idea of the content. And I've decided for my site I'm going to post my tutorial videos as posts in sequential order, and you can go through the history of those as you wish. So that way my newest posts and tutorials would show up at the top. And also I'm planning on setting up a Getting Started page that will guide people through those posts with links to them in sequential order that I hope the user would follow in order to create their site. So let's start by adding a post. I'm going to click Add New here, and I'm just going to post one of my early videos, how to shop for a domain name registrar. And I already have the content ready. I'm just going to paste it in here. And this is a video tutorial, so I'm going to embed the video here. Embedding just means it will put the actual video right in the middle of my content. And WordPress allows you to do this very easily. All you have to do is type in the URL of, say, a YouTube video or a Vimeo video or countless other things, and it will automatically embed it for you. So I'll do that now. I'm going to paste right here. You'll see it's so fast you didn't see the URL, but one thing you can do is there's a visual and text tab here. Visual shows you as it looks to the user. Text shows you the HTML behind it. And in this case, that's the link I pasted in. And automatically it changes it pretty quickly to the embedded video. And as you saw, this was a YouTube video right here. You can play it right here, or you can go to YouTube and watch it there. Now the rest of this is mostly just like any other word processing program. You got your bold and italic and various things like that. This toolbar toggle just hides the lower level of the toolbar. These insert links or remove a link. This read more tag allows you to decide where a read more link would be when you show an excerpt. So say I wanted the excerpt to only show up to this point, then it would show this, show more, and then the rest of this wouldn't be seen on a home page or any other blog page that lists this with other posts. Then when they click read more, they would see the full article. I'm not going to do that because the theme I have handles that for me. The rest of these are pretty self-explanatory. There's even some keyboard shortcuts which are nice to learn, especially if you're posting a lot. You can speed things up if you learn these shortcuts. And then if you had some special formatting you wanted to do, you can pick other formats from here. So say I wanted this to be a heading, I could do heading 3, and it affects the whole paragraph that you're in, so it changed that whole section to heading 3. I'm going to change it back to paragraph, which is the default. Now one thing I do want to do with this is bold it, so I can hit bold, and I'm going to do that with the rest of these websites. I'm going to use the shortcut key, Command B, or Control B on a PC. Missed one. And I'm also going to link these. So I'm going to just copy this, go to Insert Link, paste that there, and I'm going to select Open in a new tab. Title is just what shows up when you hover over the link. In this case, I just want it to say the same thing. And then I click Add Link, and there it shows it as a link. So I'm going to do the rest of these real quick. So you remember that I want to open in a new window, so that's good. I'm just selecting Control C and Control V for copy and then paste. Oops. Control C, edit link, Control V to paste, again, add link. So now I have all those linked. I have my video. Let's go ahead and publish. And it's done. So now you can click View Post. And here's my post. You see these are linked. When I click on them, they open in a new window. Don't really need to look at it though. And now we can just go up here in the dashboard little toolbar. You can click Edit Post and go ahead and start editing this post again. You may notice this permalink. This will be created for you automatically, which is your URL or direct address to this page or this post. I notice it has a 2 at the end, and that's because I had done this page once before, made a mistake, started over for the video. So I'm going to take the 2 off. Okay, so there's the URL I want. And if you want a shorter one, you can. If I just wanted to say shop, then I can change it to that, and that would be the URL for this. One other thing I want to do, let's see, format, I want to change this to video. That doesn't really change much, just kind of classifies it as video. If you want, you can actually edit the style for different formats and vary how these look. So it comes in handy later. Category, you can set up a category. Right now, I'm still deciding what my categories are, so I'm going to skip that for now. You can also add tags here. So I say I want to do shop, domain, name, registrar. We'll stop there. Click add. And that just adds those tags to the post. And tags can be used to help searching for specific articles or posts or pages. Just kind of classify them together. And then the last thing I want to do is set a featured image. A featured image would show up on your blog listing page or sometimes at the top of the page, and it's kind of like the thumbnail for your post. Then go to upload files and pull up the image I have ready, drag it here, and it starts uploading it immediately. Now it's uploaded, and I just set featured image, and there it is. And don't forget, you have to click update. Wait a second. And now we can click view post to see how it looks. As you see, this theme puts the image at the top of the post, which is fine in this case. But also, if you go to the home page, right now I have homepage set up as a list of my blog entries or my posts. So you'll see that it's also here. And then there's the read more. So that's it for putting in a post. Now I want to add a page. So that's easy. You just go up to the toolbar here, go to new, and click on page. And I'm just going to create an about page. Just simply call it about. Go down here, I'm going to paste in my content. And I want to make these headings heading 2, which is slightly smaller than heading 1, which is really big. These are all separate paragraphs, so updating their style only affects the heading. Okay, and then I'll just go down here and publish. Now let's go view the page. And here it is. There's about. You see these are heading 2. They're slightly smaller than this, which I believe is heading 1. And you'll also see that it created a menu for me. Usually WordPress is set up to automatically create menu entries for every item in your pages. So if you go back to the home page, you see about still here. And you can also create submenus. And every page you create will create a new entry. If you want to change the way that works, you can also create your own menus. And we'll go into that in a future video. So that's the basics of adding content in WordPress, including pages and posts. I hope that's helpful. Again, this is Neil from buildyourownwebsitetips.com.